Music. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another very special edition of our weekly Wrap-Up Live. Joined again by my colleagues and hosts, we have Sean Big Candy Kurtzman and paying his electric bill, Jared Scumaci in the light.
How
we doing, fellas?
Doing all right.
Okay, good.
Doing good.
Nice. It is Wednesday, September 27th, week 3 of Busch League. Some pretty interesting week in Busch League. A lot of 2-1 teams, right, fellas?
There are a lot of
rumbled in there.
What's that?
You talking to me? We're all jumbled in there. 2-1, 1-2. A couple losers on the bottom.
That makes sense. That's pretty much it. So again, happy Wednesday to everyone. Exciting week once again here in Busch League. It's a weird start. I mean, we're 3 games into this 2017 season. Still 85 degrees outside. Fucking sweating my balls off walking around today. I don't know about you guys, but we're in the middle of football season. It doesn't feel like it, but we're almost a quarter of the way through the Busch League regular season. So a little crazy. Some teams not exactly where they want to be. Some teams, well, Anthony pretty much where he wants to be. So let's jump into the game. Sound good, fellas?
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, so let's kick things off here with let's start with that guy who is exactly where he wants to be. Let's start with Anthony, the Georgia Jupiters, getting the 135.44 victory over Klachi, the London Blokes, 82-14. I mean, this game was, I don't know, this game was like over on after Thursday night's game, I felt like.
Anthony got carried by his 3 studs. AB for 30. Sammy Watkins finally went for a big game. And then the girly man himself went up for a 40 spot. Todd for a 40 spot. If he could get Scram to do anything, he'd actually have a team going here, But I guess you put up 135, you can't complain. Moving to Klachi real quick, that .75 from Rivers is just – that's deplorable.
Yeah, 3 picks in the first half. There was no coming back from that Thursday, though. I think Gurley could have had 5 touchdowns. I think he missed on the goal line for 3 straight plays, and they just kept giving him the ball. I mean, he is looking good this year.
Yeah.
So we're buying Anthony first place. He's in sole first place. Excuse me. I don't hate it. I would love him to finish first with my bet. But talking about Klachi for a second here. He's got to be the biggest facade of a 2-1 team I've seen out there. Is he really any good, his team? It doesn't look like he's that good. He's got Montgomery, but he's got guys like Crabtree might be hurt. Michael Thomas hasn't done anything. He's like that girl on Tinder, where you're like, ooh, and then you realize that all of her pictures are her doing duck face in a dimly lit room. And I don't know, like a Hooper's a one-hit wonder. I don't understand. I'm swiping left on Klachi.
Yeah, he's got a couple good receivers. The receivers are good, and Ty. But other than that, they stink.
No bueno.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say, I'm against Klachi this week, so I got to give him a little bit of respect. But I think the catalyst for his team is going to be Michael Thomas. I mean, I think he picked him in the first or second round. I think it was his first overall pick. I'm sorry, second overall.
Second after Jordy.
After Jordy. I mean, Jordy, what you're getting with him if he stays healthy. Michael Thomas, he had the first 2 games of his were pretty quiet. He came to life in this game with the touchdown, putting up 21 points. But yeah, I think he's got to get a lot more from his squad and Crabtree and Phillip Rivers. I mean, I don't know, is Klachi gray or losing hair yet? Because if he's not, Phillip Rivers is definitely going to be contributing to that this season.
And with no other quarterback on his team, he's riding it out with Phil.
Yeah, and that is I said it in week 1. I'm going back to it. Phillip Rivers is not infuriating, but he normally will give you 2 garbage time touchdowns, or he's usually going to give you at least 10 to 15 kind of meaningless points before the Chargers absolutely shoot themselves in the foot in like a game-winning field goal situation.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So jumping ahead here. Next game, let's take a look at take a look at Seth versus Steve. Ladies man Zeke, no name change from Seth, which we were expecting. Ladies man Zeke with the 103.98 victory over Steve, 86.66. Little credit to your boy here at Commish. I said AJ Green was going to have a bounce back game. Sean, you mocked me. 29 points out of AJ Green.
No, I think they realized you got to start giving the ball to the good players on your team, and that's what they did this week. So I think they finally figured it out. Throw the ball to AJ Green every play. That's what I would do. I mean, that's what they should be doing.
Yeah. Where is Julio Jones? Has anyone seen Julio? Julio is not down by the schoolyard. I don't know where Julio is, but that guy needs to show up. He's got Mixon on the bench, muscle hamster in a few weeks, but his RB situation is bad. I think it's gonna be a long year for the bubble boy, stick boy Steve. So
yeah, and again,
Gronkowski continuing the domination. The guy's just a fucking beast. He looks good. One of Seth's 2 tight ends. Get a flex, buddy.
He's loving that new flex position. And here's the other thing, too. I mean, draft day trade robbery once again by Seth Harris. He's got AJ Green and Gronkowski putting up almost 50 points, 50-plus points. And, on the other side, Steve has Mixon on the bench and Julio putting up 16 points.
Mm-hmm.
Tough sledding for Steve.
AJ and Gronk are his best players, hands down. It is. That's a trade day, draft day, trade rate.
Yeah, Marshawn's got to get it going. I mean, the Raiders look like shit on Sunday night, so I expect them to get it going, and we'll see.
Yeah. Raiders not doing any favors.
Seth Bryant stinks. Seth, you suck for drafting Dez, you jerk.
Yeah. But like I was saying, Raiders just not looking that good on the game against the Redskins. I mean, that was just atrocious all around. So maybe they get things together this week.
All right, who do you have next?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that again anymore.
Yeah, we're done with that game. Let's talk about everybody's favorite, Jared, going against getting the victory over Button. You better come moist. 93.48 over 77.6.
Jimmy, this was definitely a retard.
I gotta say, you got 2 guys, Jared. 2 guys got you through this week, bud.
Yeah, Dalvin. The double D zones, Doug and Dalvin, baby.
Yeah. Simeon under 5 points. Martavis Bryant, another dud. Negative points from a defense. I think you might be in some trouble here, pal. I know you think you got the best team in the world, but be careful. And down game from Mike Evans, and this guy's scoring under 100 points. Very beatable.
Yeah, that wasn't my best week, but Jimmy's 0-3. He just got rid of Cooper. Sproles done for the season. Adrian Peterson, I don't know where this kid's going, to be honest. I don't know how he's going to get out of the cellar, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Good.
DeMarco Murray on the bench is a tough one as well. I mean, I know they were going back and forth with if he's hurt or not, but if he's going to play, you got to put that guy in there.
Yeah,
absolutely. But yeah, no, I mean, good win here for you, Jared, getting the victory. Put up 92 points. Not ideal, but hey, good one. Not bad.
Oh yeah.
In our next game, let's take a look at Sean, the captain of the Nose Beers, 105.20, getting the victory over Wolfman Toph, Nib High Football. Nib High Football rules. Obviously, I mean, Sean, how big was your boner watching Kirk Cousins throw those touchdowns?
It was pretty large. I was nervous. I'm not going to lie. Very nervous going into Sunday night, down around 30 points or so with Crowder and Cousins. They didn't look good the first 2 games of the season, but boy, oh boy, did they stop that on Sunday. Kirk was tossing that rock around, slanging it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the difference right there. Obviously, Kirk coming up big versus Oakland. 3 touchdown passes, 365 yards. I mean, he was lighting up Oakland, which some people were saying was going to be the best or the top 3 best teams in the AFC, and they, the Redskins made them look like dog shit. So that's what the Redskins do, though. They always have like these games where they look like fucking this awesome team, and then they end up sucking for the rest of the year. But this was one
also a Golden Tate touchdown, totally robbed from me on the last play of the game.
That's right. That hurts.
That was tough, especially midday Sunday, fighting it out with Sheffield. It was tight the entire week. I mean, the whole
well, maybe if you started Jordan Howard 33 points on your bench instead of the Jew Cohen. I know it was Rosh Hashanah, but come on, man, you got to play the right player, buddy.
I wanted to give him a little nudge. No, I don't know, man. Howard, they were saying the shoulder all week, so they gave the ball to Cohen the week before. Of course, I put the other guy in, and don't worry, we're gonna fix that this week. I'm going with both of them this week.
So did you draft Jordan Howard in the 2nd round?
Yeah.
And you left him on the bench for Cooper Kupp?
They said he was hurt all week long. They were giving Cohen the ball the entire week before. I don't know. I was just going off of notes, what they were telling me. I fucked up. I still won. I'm going to start them both this week. I'm going to give the people what they want. I know what they want to see. I'm going to put them both in.
Both running backs. This has got Jeremy Hill, Gio Bernard written all over it when you had both those guys in the Bengals, and the year was a mess.
Dude, the Bears threw the ball to the wide receivers one time. The Bears wide receivers had 1 catch for 7 yards on Sunday.
Yeah.
All they do is throw to the running back. So,
yeah.
All right, we'll see when the defenses will adapt. They'll plan for that. So
tomorrow night, get ready.
Thursday Night Football. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
And then we got, for Toph, I mean, Demaryius Thomas obviously putting up kind of pedestrian numbers for him. Leonard Fournette leading the way for Toph, and Rashard Matthews for Tennessee, who, again, putting up 20 points. But,
what else does he have, though? He's another guy who's going to have a long year. He's got 1 win, but who else does he have? Leonard Fournette, like you said.
Devontae Adams, I still think is great. Obviously, I tried to draft him in the 4th round. When that ball was in the air in that overtime game, and that I guess that guy Allison ran it like 75 yards, I was 100% sure that it was going to be Adams and he was going to crush me. But that other dude caught it, and I'm happy about that. But I thought that was coming for sure.
Yeah. And then Jay Cutler with just an absolute dog shit day versus the Jets, which we'll talk about, I'm sure, more in detail. But what as a New York fan, what a kick in the dick that game was, or a New York Giants fan, I should say. What a kick in the dick that game was.
I think it's a kick in the dick for Jet fans also. You don't want to be beating the Dolphins.
It's true. It's very true. I had a coworker walk in, it's a pretty diehard Jet fan coworker comes in on Monday. He's like, "Oh, fucking Giants, man. That sucks." I was like, "Yeah, well, Jets won. That sucks for you too." So he's like, "Yeah, it's true. I didn't want them to win that either." So you're absolutely right. It's just a bad year for New York football.
It's not looking good.
Not looking good. Although I did have a conversation with somebody today that, again, if we get the win this week, who knows? Let's just get a fucking win this week, and we'll talk. But enough about the goddamn dog shit Giants. Let's talk about another dog shit team. My team going against the Dramas, getting just absolutely pummeled. 158.06.
Mamma mia. The Dramas are
putting up 150 right now. With the quarterback only putting up 4 points. That's a scary thought.
Yeah. Last week we were saying, Odell didn't play or 2 weeks ago we were saying Odell didn't play for Doug and he still got the victory, put up some solid points.
Yeah.
He gets Odell back. Derek Carr has a shitty game. And he's still putting up the highest point total in the league for the week almost. You guys probably weren't paying that much attention to this game, but it actually was close early on. And then all of a sudden I wasn't watching the games and I turned on my phone turn on the app, and I see Stephon Diggs within a matter of 2 minutes has 2 touchdowns. Then Odell gets his 2 touchdowns like 3 minutes later. That was pretty much all she wrote from that point.
Were you excited or upset during the Odell touchdowns, Mike? Come on, walk us through it.
So I actually texted – at that point, I was pretty much sealed to lose the game anyway because Stephon Diggs was just killing me. I've been pretty good this year. I haven't been like jumping off the couch and screaming fuck. I don't know if like becoming a father has made me more mature. But I actually texted Doug and said, dude, I can't even be mad because you're beating the shit out of me. But that touchdown by Odell was sick. So, I mean, the game was lost, but if it was close, that would have been a really tough moral decision for me.
What about not only about Odell, but what about your white man crush of the thick neck club, Mr. Christian McCaffrey, throwing 22 up on you? That's got to hurt you. I mean, you love that guy.
Oh, it's killing me. It's killing me. It's absolutely killing me. You know, this is the problem. Some of us, you follow your head. I should have just went with my heart on draft day and drafted Christian McCaffrey. I had the opportunity, and I didn't. I'm an asshole.
You had the opportunity twice.
Do you guys shop for dress shirts in the same place with the oversized necks, or how does that work?
You know, I don't know if we have. I don't know if he doesn't have as big a neck as I do, but like all around build, that guy. I mean, biceps. I mean, he's just a freak of nature. I don't know where he shops, but I need to find out. I follow him on Instagram, so maybe I'll slide up in his DMs. Kurtzman and Kirk Cousins.
He definitely looks like an untuck it guy. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Sean, I'm seeing here Duke Johnson put up 22 points. Did he put up that many points for you all year? A couple years ago when you had him?
I had him last year.
Did he put up 20?
Good player.
Oh,
this really surprised me. I thought that Crowell was going to come out and run the ball heavy on this game, but they went Duke, and he's good. He catches a bunch of balls.
Well, that's where he got all his points. I don't think he had many carries. I think he just had all receptions, and he had one or two rushes, I think, for like 20 yards, but one of them being a touchdown.
Yeah.
Also, Mike, you think maybe Shep gets a start this week with 30 points left on the bench?
Yeah, Shep is getting a start this week. Got to be a little bit of a homer. Got to make some changes here on the wide receiver side of things. But Matt Ryan throwing 3 interceptions, just not my week. I'll take it. 2-1.
Well, Le'Veon woke up for you.
Yeah, still, not bad. He put up what he was.
He didn't really wake up. He needs to get it going.
He did his job. He did his job. And Matt Ryan is the one I'm pointing fingers at right now. He's got to really lead us to victory.
All right.
But enough about me. Hey, down week, 2-1. We're still right in the thick of everything. Next game. Let's get into the all exciting game of the week.
Oh, the
the Chowder boys getting the victory over Sexton home runs and losing. Jason putting up 141 points and also getting the L. Just brutal.
That stings bad.
Yeah, that hurts. I mean, Jason's team lit it up. I mean, where's the weak link? We said it last week. I mean, clearly he just doesn't want to listen or take any advice. Fucking get Shane Vereen out of your lineup, Jason.
Listen, the Posa Pounder, as I call him, 141 should be winning any week, you said. But if you are going to start Jordan Matthews and Shane Vereen for the rest of the year, he's going to continue losing. Things are just going to get worse. He has the 5th most points in the league, and he's still in 12th place.
Right. Gio Bernard and Vereen are like the same player, but Bernard is always getting more points and always getting more looks. I don't understand. That's like a no-brainer, that flop right there, and it'd be fine. It's like the same player, but Bernard's just better.
It's true.
And then, Daddy Duffy, I mean, what do you say? The 2 black kids from elementary school, Tariq and Kareem, they're still putting up 50 a week. They're not. Let's look at them to stop that.
Kareem is
what's that?
Kareem looked like a pedestrian game, and all of a sudden, boom, 75 yards to the house. What the fuck?
Yeah. And then, he's got Rodgers and Elliott. They're going to do what they do every week. Then he's got Hogan. He's getting 27 points out of Hogan. And Carlos Hyde, I don't get it. I don't understand football. I guess the guy puts up like 20 points a week. I just don't get it.
Well, when you got Hoyer as a quarterback, you're gonna run the ball a lot.
I guess, but shit, I didn't know he had it in him. But.
And credit to Duffy too. Again, Duffy's a very tight friend of mine, but god damn it, I hate giving him any credit for fantasy football. But his bench is solid too. He's got 23 points from Pierre Garçon on the bench.
Yeah, that's got to grind your gear, Sean. You love that guy.
He's a good player. He's consistent.
Yeah, consistent. Played for the Redskins, your favorite. So
he's not skinny anymore. He's not skinny anymore. Come on.
That's true. But yeah, just
our words.
Duffy's team looking scary. Duffy historically, his regular season, I think he looks at his team like once during the week, and then he flies through the regular season. So, Jared, I think you're gonna be wrong here. I don't think we're finding any down year for Duffy.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a down year. As long as he could have a great year, finish second place, I'm happy with that.
Just finishing second place. That is right. Anything else from this game?
No, it's just like I said, it's gonna be a long year for Jason. And what else is there?
Yeah, that's all right. Well, the good news is there's we got a couple 0-3 teams. So like we said, Jason maybe figures it out. He's got a chance to not get covered in shit or go to a WNBA game or do something awful this year.
Can.
And lastly, let's get into the victory for Cohen.
Tom freaking Brady
over Ted. Sean's forgotten pick, led by Eric Cohen, 149.96 over getting a 50-point victory over Ted Moran, 98.90. Tommy Brady, Brandon Cooks just lighting it.
6 points. That's a victory right there.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Then still got huge games from Devontae and Chris Thompson just won't stop. 20, 30. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's getting annoying fantasy points because he's really not even that good. Like,
right.
Fucking Kirk's just like dumping the ball up to him and he's getting 30 yards here, 30 yards there. It's just annoying. And then I think he did bust one finally for like 70 yards and a touchdown. But
he only gets like six looks a game and he's turning them into massive yards.
Yeah.
Right. All this again, like you said, with two players with 0 points. His defense got 0, and his tight end didn't even get a target. He still put up 150 points.
And Jay Ajayi, you got to be disappointed in that going against the Jets. I think he only got like 10 rushes, 4 points. That's not what you're looking at in your number 1 overall pick, Eric, huh?
Yeah. That hurts a bit for Teddy. Interesting, 20 points from his kicker. I mean, that's kind of a fluke there. But, Larry Fitzgerald's showing no signs of his age. I think he's like our age. So in football, that's old as fuck. And he just looked good as shit against the Cowboys.
Well, the biggest thing for me with Ted was he left 40 on the bench with Russell the Muscle. We would have still come up short, but that's got to hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, and LaShawn, his number 1 overall pick, 13 points. He had one good game. Hopefully, LaShawn comes back if Ted wants to do anything this year. But LaShawn's got to be better. And then Travis Kelce, after a huge game versus me, did nothing this week. 1 reception, 1 yard. Just not good for the mini Gronk.
Also, Russell Wilson sitting on the bench with almost 40 points.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah,
you said that?
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And I think we have some highlights from this game. Let's take a quick look here, see if we have some highlights.
All right, from the Eric and Ted matchup.
Yeah, let's take a quick look.
What we got there? Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got some highlights. And there we go. We have Eric just dancing all over the place.
Looks like Tom Brady out there.
There he goes.
This is almost as impressive.
Watch that hip. Watch your hip, pal.
Oh, there it is. There's one thing that's going to hurt Eric. It's the conditioning. But as we see right there, I mean, he is just a great video. Great effort. Good job. Good effort by Eric. just that's how you come up with a game-winning drive at the end of the game.
He's like an Asian preteen.
Yes, he is. All right, so let's bring it back here for a second. All right, cool. So that is it for our games for week 3. Before we jump into our next section here, let's talk a little schmegma. We didn't do it last week, but let's talk about some schmegma. What do we got for Schmegma Award, boys?
So you want to tell them a little bit about Schmegma?
Yeah, you got
Sean?
Yeah, our Schmegma guy is going to none other than Jay Cutler, and I appreciate it. Helped me get the win. I don't know what's up with these Jet fans. They say they're a Jet fan, but Toph sitting Mariota to start Jay Cutler? Come on, buddy, you're better than that. Unbelievable.
I mean, Jay Cutler, like, he looked pretty good in week 1.
Jay Cutler.
Yeah, he looked good. Looked good last week. Versus the Jets, you thought he was going to have a pretty solid outing, and then just comes up 11 points, which is, decent fantasy-wise, but I don't think they scored a touchdown until 5 seconds left in the game. So pretty embarrassing for the Dolphins, pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, they threw the touchdowns. I think his time has ended.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What do you got?
That's Cutler right there.
That's it.
That's the guy who showed up right there.
Doesn't care. People in Chicago still love him, though. People love him.
Duffy loves him, I'm sure.
Yeah. Jay Cutler does not love vaccines. Anti-vaxxer.
Oh, really?
He's an anti-vaxxer. I think his wife's more of an anti-vaxxer, but, obviously the wife calls the shots.
I'd let her call anything. She's hot.
Yeah, she could stick a needle wherever Sean wanted, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Some injuries. Busch League injury update. Injury watch for Ted Moran. We got Kelvin going out with a knee injury, so that will be something to pay attention to see if he is able to go this week or if he misses a couple weeks. For Anthony, losing Eifert confirmed for multiple weeks, his tight end. And then for Sutton, Andrew not so lucky. He is out until at least November, reports are saying. And pretty unbelievable injury for Darren Sproles. On the same play, tore his ACL and broke his arm?
Forearm, yeah.
Forearm. Just impressive.
Absolutely. It looked like he went down and hurt his knee, and then all of a sudden he comes up grabbing his elbow, and it was like, what the fuck was that? And it turns out he broke them both, or tore one and broke the other. But
yeah,
unfortunate.
I think he got surgery on Monday. He got surgery on both things, from what the world of social media was saying. So, I mean, Sproles is a fucking beast. I can't hate him that much, but good job, Giants. We did something.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Any other injuries? If not, we can jump into next week's games.
That's it. Let's go to the games.
Let's go games.
Let's go to the games. Last week, our predictions. First week doing this, guys. All three of us went 5-2 in our predictions. So let's see if we can replicate that.
Those are winners.
So first matchup, we're gonna go ahead here. Share my screen.
Who is it?
We got
Eric going against Doug. Solid matchup. Right now, Doug predicted to win. Close margin of victory, 2-point victory, but both teams putting up north of 125 points projected. I got to stick with the hot hand. I mean, I think Doug's team just looks good. I think I'm giving a nod to Doug here.
Yeah, I too am going Doug. I'm looking for a heavy dose of McCaffrey against New England. That's going to be a high-scoring game, I think. And Diggs at Detroit is also going to be high-scoring.
High-scoring, yeah.
I think Chris Thompson comes back to earth in a big way this week, going against Kansas City on Monday night. Yeah, I like Doug.
Yeah, I agree as well. I'll go Doug. He's hot. He's also his team's doing well. As long as Derek Carr can put something together like Denver, I mean, that's the only thing I look for.
Yeah, he's got a tough matchup against Denver, but I think he'll be all right. I mean, I think he's going to bounce back compared to their game last week. So he should put up some decent points, but the rest of his lineup looks scary.
All right, Doug.
So we're going Doug, all three of us. Next game. Hey, this is a big week for these two. We got Ted going against Toph. Right now, Ted's projected to get the victory, won by 3 points. Ted's going to start Russell Wilson, it looks like. And
at Indiana, against Indiana at home, that should be another 40 points for him.
Yeah.
LeSean's coming back off suspension. He's got Willie Snead in there. He was suspended for the first 3 games. He's back.
Yeah.
Probably getting high right now.
Probably.
Again,
I like Ted's team, I think. I'm going Ted.
I'm going Ted too because LeSean should go off against Atlanta. So
Kelsey's going to bounce back.
Yeah, I think the matchups are in Ted's favor. I think I'm going Ted as well. So sticking with the majority here. Sorry, Toph. Outside of Fournette going against the Jets, I think Toph's gonna have a tough. He's got some tough matchups there.
All right.
Next game. Here we go. We got Duffy going against the Georgia Jupiters, 3-0. Right now, Anthony is projected with a 1-point victory. This is going to be a good game. We got for the quarterback matchups right there. I mean, you got Carson Palmer for Anthony going against San Francisco, and you got Aaron Rodgers going against Chicago tomorrow night. Here's the other thing too. Duffy he has Tyreek Hill and Kareem Hunt going Monday night at 8:30. So this game's starting tomorrow and it's ending, theoretically Monday night.
I am taking Anthony. Not only do I want him to finish first, I think his matchups are better this week. I mean, look at it. Antonio at Baltimore. Sammy should be able to go off again against Dallas. Their secondary is no good. Gurley against Dallas. He should be able to pound them again as well. He's got Amari Cooper, his new trade acquisition, going as well. I like Anthony here.
I'm going Duffy. I think Cooper's going to be – that's a good trade. I love the trade. I think it's a steal, but going against that Denver secondary is going to be kind of tough. Also, I think Antonio Brown against Baltimore, I think that's going to be – that game's got 9-6 written all over it. So, I don't see any touchdown. I think it's going to be low scoring there. Give me Duffy.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going Duffy here. I think that Cooper trade, as good as it looks on paper, I think this is the week where Cooper does not do that well against Denver. And like we've said, maybe Anthony starts freaking out. Maybe this is a slippery slope. Cooper doesn't do that well. Anthony starts questioning things, starts tinkering, and then we get the old Anthony back. But give me Duffy this week. I think he gets the victory.
Well, you know what? We haven't really spoken about the trade. I just want to say, Anthony, directly into the camera, you raped him. You killed him.
Yeah, I called the cops.
You raped him. You killed him. Rinse over on style. You raped him. You killed him.
Jimmy, if you're listening, I know Anthony's got you tied up somewhere. I'm coming for you. I'm going to help you. I called the cops. We're going to get you your player back, and we're going to get you home safe to your family, bud. Don't worry.
Was there – actually, talk about the trade for 1 second. Do you think there had to be some sort of like lake house?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Side prop in there as well, right?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, you can call it, you can come up to the house this weekend. I won't be there, and also throw in, I'll give you Cooper. I don't know.
Yep.
Definitely the case.
Sounds about right.
Next matchup, let's take a look at another teams that, again, need some victories here. We got Steve going against Sexton home runs. Jason, right now Steve projected to put up a big 132. So Steve projected with the victory. Who do we like here, fellas?
I'm not ever going to pick against Jason losing, so Steve.
He still has Green in his lineup, but I don't know if he knows how to change his lineup, so we might have to show him. But give me Steve. Drew Brees on the road. Actually, is that game in London?
Yeah, that game's in London.
Oh, is it still considered a road game? Yeah.
Outdoors.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going. Give me Steve. I like his matchups, and Jason stinks.
Maybe we should give Jason's brother-in-law Matt his login so he could help manage it. I mean, he'd probably about 100 acquisitions a week, and there'd be cocaine all over the computer, but it'd still be a probably better job than Jason managing it.
That is true. You know, here's the thing. I was gonna actually give Jason the nod. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give Jason the victory this week, and here's why.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Deshaun Jackson going against the Giants.
Don't do it, Mike.
That motherfucker is gonna put up like 40 fucking points against us.
He's a giant killer.
And that's gonna be the difference, and that's why Jason's gonna win.
I hope not, but yeah, he kills us. He's a giant killer.
He's a giant killer, but then again, it's Jason, and Jason always finds a way to lose. So again, it's a stupid bet, but I'm going Jason this week.
Get Shane Vereen out of your lineup immediately. Talking to you, Jason.
Well, you know what the problem is? Every time I think anyone offers Jason advice, he thinks they're trying to fuck him.
Absolutely,
100%.
So, I mean, maybe we should tell him like Shane Vereen's a great player, and he'll take him out of the lineup.
Yeah, he will.
That's maybe the case. We're on you, Jason. He's probably on vacation anyway, so he won't listen to this. Next matchup, we got You Better Come Moist. Jared going against Seth. Always an exciting matchup in terms of the pregame's chatter. Right now, Seth is projected to get the victory.
Yeah, but look at his matchups. He's got Marshawn against the Denver defense. He's got Ghostly against the Carolina defense. He's got Dez against LA defense. Matt Stafford against Minnesota. He's got real tough matchups.
Give me Seth.
Obviously, I'm taking myself.
I'm going Seth, 100%. Let's do it.
100%.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. This is gonna be a tough matchup. I think.
What's up with Baldwin? Is he hurt? Hurt or injured, Jared? What's going on?
Pat Braxton, he's fine. He's fine. He got like 100 targets last game. It was amazing.
Okay.
I think this is one of those games where fucking Mike Gillislee has like 3 touchdowns, 3 carries,
come on,
3 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like I see that type of game, and same thing with AJ and Dez. But
Dalvin
going Seth.
Fine, whatever. Dalvin's gonna put up a couple to a tree against that Swiss cheese Detroit defense. Gonna be wonderful.
Yeah.
Seth's gonna get a nice fasting on Saturday, and then he's gonna fast Yom Kippur on Saturday. He's gonna fast, come out strong Sunday, and whoop that ass.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, and hey, let's not forget Bilal Powell going against that Jacksonville revamped defense. That's gonna be tough for you.
No Matt Forte.
Yeah, no Matt. That's true. Fuck. Yeah.
All right,
next one. We got Sean going against Jimmy. Well, Jimmy's starting Eli Manning at least, so, and Sean's starting Kirk, so yeah, I'm going Sean. I have nothing to say here.
I mean, Jarvis Landry should have about 20 targets against that New Orleans defense.
That is true.
DeMarco, it's a tough one in Houston. Jimmy just doesn't have much to work with. Thielen could put up 40 though against Detroit.
Well, he's gonna put Ingram in his lineup.
Good point. Yeah, get rid of Blunt.
I would think. I don't know.
Yeah, give me Jimmy 100%. 100%.
That's a big mistake. Don't let it get in your head, Jared. Come on. I'm going me 100%. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm going Sean and a
Kirk.
Broken collarbone for Kirk Cousins.
Oh,
at the Monday night, big city, bright light.
Yeah. I think I'm going, Sean. I'm giving you the nod here, but
let's go Bears.
Yeah, you got big night tomorrow night for you, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably get home around 4:00, start drinking, settle in.
Team needs you.
It's gonna get ugly.
Have you created a Madden team yet that resembles your fantasy lineup?
No, I did make the playoffs with the Giants.
That's exciting.
Beforehand, we lost in the divisional round. I get to the Cowboys. I'm a little upset.
Oof, that hurts. Sorry, Mike.
But after starting 0-3, we brought him back.
Oh, there you go. That's exciting. And then last but not least, let's take a look at my game versus Kalachi. Right now, I'm projected to win, put up 129 points. Kalachi putting up projected 118. He's got two guys going tomorrow night, Ty Montgomery and Jordy. So we'll see what happens there, and then it's going to be interesting.
You could be a 50-point hole after tomorrow night, Mike. But I don't like anyone else on his team, so I'm gonna take Michael in this game.
Oh, all right, I'll take that. I like my matchups. I do like my matchups.
Yep.
I mean, we'll see. Maybe Matt Ryan could actually he's playing at home, so that's exciting.
Yeah, I like Mike. I like you this week as well.
Let's
do that. I think Le'Veon's going to get the ball a lot against Baltimore. Like I said, I think that's going to be low scoring, so I think he's going to be running the ball a lot there.
Yeah.
And I have to go for Terrell Pryor to get off the slump and catch a touchdown from Kirk this week. That's coming for you.
I mean, can you again slide up in his DMs? Tell him to start looking Terrell Pryor's way. I mean,
Crowder's always option number one. He's always option number one, and if he's not open, you go Pryor.
Yeah, well, in Kirk's case, it's fucking last week was Chris Thompson number one, Vernon Davis number two, because that's what everyone expected.
Yeah.
Unreal, just unreal. For Kalachi, Philip Rivers, who the fuck knows what he's gonna do? Michael Thomas in Miami, we'll see. They're not, that's playing at Wembley or wherever the hell they're playing. Not in the dome, so that helps me. So yeah, I mean, I like me this week, but we shall see. I'm not gonna not pick myself, so fuck you, Kalachi.
Yep.
And that is all she wrote, fellas. Any other comments?
Scroll down to the standings.
What's that?
You want to scroll down to the standings?
Standings.
Let's say quickly the standings. We got
1-3-0, and then a bunch of us 2-1s crammed in there. We're crammed in there tighter than Jason and Mosapo's in the back of that Ford Explorer in the mall parking lot, baby. Just jammed up, fogging up them windows.
Steamy in there.
Cloud of steaming them up. Steaming them up.
Big week, fellas. So
let's see if we can get her on next week. Mike, give her a call. See if she wants to be on the pod. Tell if she wants to be on the video. We want to talk to her about her and Jason cheating in 31. We want a little insight onto the 0-3 sex and home runs and losers.
I want to have we'll have Posa on one point and then Anthony on the counterpoint attacking her on the cheating. So that'll be perfect.
Yeah, real interrogation.
We'll draw it up for next week. So let me bring it back to the main screen here. So thanks again for joining. Again, we will see you in week 4. Everybody have a great night.
Adios. Later.